Hey YouTube, it's EvanMagician34, and I have Chaos Dragon for you, which is also more or less based on the Dragon's Collide structure deck. We're running 2 copies of Lightpulsar Dragon. Obviously his main use is just to get your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon back after he dies. We're also running 2 copies of Dark Flare Dragon. He helps set you up really quickly by stuffing dragons into your graveyard, and he can also set off your Eclipse Wyvern. And speaking of the devil, we're running 2 copies of Eclipse Wyvern. Because this guy gets you your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. It's all about kind of powering out that consistent play that you want to get. And of course, we're running 3 copies of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because this guy just powers out a lot of big monsters, keeps them coming, just endless beats essentially. And he's good for revival. And obviously, we have to mention the combo. This guy brings back Light Pulsar. Light Pulsar dies. Light Pulsar brings him back. So you can kind of cycle them more or less. I mean, if your opponent destroys them in the right order, they can kind of sidestep it. But it ups the challenge level for them. And with 2 Darkness Metals in the grave, it's a lot harder for them to do any sidestepping. 2 copies of Red Eyes Wyvern. He's not light or dark to power your Chaos stuff. But still, you want to get him into your grave via like Future Fusion in order to get your Darkness Metal Dragon out. And he's a good beat stick too at 18. He's not too bad. We're running 1 copy of Prime Material Dragon. This guy is light, and he's also a dragon, which is handy. Mainly just so that you can rise Darkness Metal Dragon, bring him back onto the field, and make your stuff hard for your opponent to deal with. His destruction negation can be hard for a lot of the meta decks to deal with right now. We also have Exploder Dragon. Once again, another good reanimation target. It can ram and kill stuff. One of the more unusual choices for this deck is Axe Dragonoot, and we're running 3 of it. Main reason we're doing that, he's dark, which we need some good darks, and he's a dragon we can remove, and we run many so that we can get around Bottomless Trap Hole or other removals and stuff like that, getting kind of messing with him. But the other good news about him is that he runs over basically every other 4-star monster, including the omnipresent Thunder King Ryos right now. And this guy's ability to smash Thunder King Ryo, and then say second main phase turn into Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is, I mean, that's pretty useful. So things like that there makes him a very good choice. He's very undervalued, and sometimes even his change to defense can actually be a good thing after attacking. So give him a try. He's a great beat stick. We also have Thunder King Ryo. He's another light. He's a good beat stick, and his effects make him pretty much a must for this format, which is also, you know, old format, new format, pretty much the same thing with very little change. We're also running 2 copies of Dimensional Alchemist. We remove from play a lot of stuff. This is a good way to re-abuse it. This guy and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon play very well together. So yeah, he definitely makes the list. Blackluster Soldier, because he's pretty much the best Chaos monster we have available right now. And the deck can obviously get him out very well. Gores, you can have a clean field quite a bit actually. He's easy to set up. He's another good dark monster. Just a big beat stick, and beating your opponent down is pretty much the point of this deck. We also have 2 copies of Effect Veiler. It's another good check for a lot of the meta decks out there, and of course it's a light monster, and it's your only tuner. We're running 1 copy of Future Fusion. Obviously you go get 5-headed dragon, which, you know, if that actually happens, that's great to have a 5,000, but the main point of Future Fusion obviously is to dump 5 dragons into your grave, which allows your Darkness Metals to go crazy and powers your Chaos and whatnot. So definitely one of your best cards that you definitely want to get early. We're running 2 copies of Pot of Duality. Blocking special summons is kind of rough in this deck, but basically you have to have it to ensure your consistency, get out the Future Fusions, and you do have some good normal summons you can go with that are solid enough. We have enough back row support to get around the special blocking despite how crucial specialing is to this deck. I like Duality because it's essentially a turn faster than Gold Sarcophagus, even if you're trying to special summon. So for that reason we're running Dualities. We're also running Monster Reborn, obvious choice in this deck, just so many reasons. Dark Hole, once again, sets you up for your big plays. Heavy Storm, because Spell Trap Destruction is very necessary. We're also running 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, gets rid of any threats that might be in your way. It's all about, you know, clear them out quickly and go for the throat in this deck. 1 copy of Solemn Judgment. 2 copies of Solemn Warning. This is a very good stop this format, definitely. 2 copies of Bottomless Trap Hole helps you, you know, play it right, but essentially just keep the field clean for you. Big monsters with effects that are bad for you. so on and so forth. Burst Breath is a great way to get around things like Deep Prison and whatnot. Sack your dragon, blow up their stuff. This can also help stop decks like Windups from going off. It's a good choice. I like it over Dragon's Rebirth, that trap from the new deck. I think Burst Breath's destruction is a little more valuable. And also we're running Return from the Different Dimension, just because it is just such a good way to take advantage of all our remove from play stuff. This can easily win you game by itself when you activate it. There aren't that many ways necessarily to take advantage of remove from play stuff, but this is easily the best. And as far as the extra deck goes, we've got Five-Headed Dragon. Obviously, this is your Future Fusion target. Have to have it. We're also running Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon. These guys you can make with Gores. We're also running Dark End Dragon because you can make this guy, once again, using Gores, and he's a dragon, so you can bring him back to life, and this guy's just an awesome dragon to reanimate that way. Absolutely. Thought Ruler Arcfiend, main reason he's making it is because there are a lot of targeting traps right now. Deep Prison's very popular, and this guy can help you push through past suspected deep prisons and whatnot. We also have Black Rose Dragon because we do have a 6-star that we can sync with. And since our tuner is light, we do have Ancient Sacred Wyvern, but remember, even though it looks like a dragon and has Wyvern in its name, it's actually a fairy. So you can't bring this guy back to life with Darkness Metal Dragon. Same goes for Bryanak, who somehow survived the ban list. He's a Sea Serpent, guys, not a dragon. Don't think too much about that one, but yeah, he's not a dragon. I'm also running Iron Chain Dragon. I'm running him over Orient Dragon because Orient's lack of size is kind of disappointing. This guy's can be reanimated. You can use Gaia Knight over him if you want, but I decided to opt for this guy because Stardust is a little less prevalent really in the long run, and really just because he's a dragon. Magical Android, she's a good light monster you can send to the grave, is the main reason she makes it, and she's a 5-star, and you can sync for 5 pretty easily. Catastrophe is your dark target, obviously. We also have Armory Arm, 3-star plus your 1-star tuner if you have to, and you can use that with some of your special summon guys to push a lot of damage through. And of course, BLS likes this guy too. We have just 1 copy of Utopia, he's our 4-star target. And it's difficult, but with the help of Monster Reborn, you can also make Leviair, and you remove so much stuff from play that you definitely want to have a copy of him handy. And Zenmain is the other obligatory 3-star target because he's just such a good wall. If you're hard up enough that you want to summon your Exploder and go Monster Reborn, just Ixies this guy. You know, Ixies, this is the defensive play, essentially. So, that's the deck, and until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more cool videos.